Fabricio Andrade, what a night. You knocked out Lee Kai-Wen. Now you've knocked out Jeremy Pacatiw, both in the first round, and you made it look easy. What's your secret?
Really hard work, training every day, put the effort in the gym, diet, everything. Like I'm always like trying to find new things to make my game better, to make my diet better, my day better, my training better. And on the end is all what matters.
You're not surprised at all, right? Did you see this coming?
Yeah, like man, like I told you, like I'm training really hard. Like if you ask for my training partners, the people who train with me, those guys know I put the effort to get there and make that happen.
On the mic, you had an opportunity to call somebody out, but you didn't take it. You said that you're the king of the division, the uncrowned king. Now, if I ask you what you want next, will you tell us? Who's next?
Man, anybody, I'm not lying when I say that. Anybody in one championship knows it. Like I don't want to call anybody anymore. Like those guys are scared of me, and I don't need to keep calling everyone. Everybody knows I'm the new king. I'm smashing people. I have 4 wins now, finishing everyone. So they're scared. I'm not. I can fight anybody.
Do you think this puts you in a position where you fight the winner of Lineker versus Fernandez, or are you quite happy to take your time and fight the number 3 or number 2 guy in the division?
To be honest, of course, I'm the new contender. I'm the guy to fight for the title, and I'll be waiting for that. If one championship won't make that happen, if not, I'll be waiting to take out another guy if they want me to.
If I offered you Stephen Loman or Kwon Won-il, who would you rather fight?
Anyone next week. I'm waiting.
Now that you've already beaten Jeremy Pacatiw, are you even more confident that you'd beat Stephen Loman?
For sure.
How did you feel about the style in there? What did you think of his style against yours? He tried to strike with you. Was that a bad idea?
For my strike is different. I'm on another level. I'm on a different level. I'm a different breed. And the way I fight, I don't care about the style the guys I'm fighting, because I know they can, like, I can break any style. The way I fight, I can beat anybody striking. So those guys, they have to put me down. And the problem they get is because I train wrestling every day. I'm not lazy. I keep putting the effort to learn wrestling, to defend the takedowns, to train jiu-jitsu, and they have to strike with me because they can't put me down. So like it's gonna be a really problem for them.
Can you talk us through the knockout? What goes through your mind? How did you execute it? It was incredible, and it happened so fast.
So I knew he would come really strong on the start of the fight. I watched some of his fights and I knew he would come strong. And he overcommit on his punch. I think they put a lot of like power on the punch. There's a thing like I think, and I was aware of that. So I was very relaxed. I'm always very relaxed. So I was seeing everything, and I knew like when he comes, I would catch him with the knee. I tried one time, and then then he slipped, and I didn't catch him. But then the second time, that was it.
When you look at the rankings on Monday morning, where should you be sitting?
First.
And if you're not first, will that be an injustice? Do you think you have to be first now after that performance?
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day are just numbers, and everybody knows I break the numbers. I fought a guy that was like over 40 fights, and then I beat him, so I break the numbers, and it doesn't really matter for me. Like when I step in the cage, I put on the show, and people like it. People love to see me fighting, and they wanna keep me see me fighting. So that's what matters for me. If people are happy and watch me, I'm happy fighting.
Well, you certainly are entertaining. If you had to pick a fighter in the division for fun, in terms of entertainment, which guy do you think would be the funnest fight for you?
John Lineker.
John Lineker.
Entertaining, for sure.
He's a guy you looked up to coming up, right?
Yeah, like he's a ex-UFC. He have like a lot of experience, and he come from good wins too.
Do you think those guys will be taking notice of you now because you're also a fellow Brazilian, but you're kind of the next generation?
I'm pretty sure they already noticed me. I'm pretty sure of that.
And ahead of this fight, I think you've trained with Jose Aldo, you trained with Marlon Moraes, kind of two Brazilian legends. How important was your experience with those guys, and what did you learn from them?
It was amazing, man. Like it's amazing for me to do. I trained with Peter Yan, I trained with Marlon Moraes, I trained with Jose Aldo. Those guys like a top bantamweights in the world, and that makes me more confident. Like and they like say tell me a lot of like motivational words, and they say like I'm good, you know, so that like makes me happy, you know, and keeps me like motivated because I know I'm doing good, and that's it's not like something that gonna make me cocky or anything, you know. It's just like makes me more motivated to keep putting the work I'm putting already every day for years, you know.
Did they give you any advice about the trajectory of your career? Because you seem confident, but you're also humble, and you don't seem in a hurry right now.
It's just like before it was really hard because when you arrive, like I got a lot of people doubt me in one championship, you know, and that was really hard for me because I know how good I am, you know, I know how much work I'm doing, and when people keep doubting me, like it's really hard. But right now, like I'm living a really good moment of my life, so I'm just enjoying it.
Can you talk us through your early career? You got a couple of losses, I think, in Kazakhstan and China, but you look at you now and you think nobody in the world could beat this guy. So, what was the story there? Why do you think you lost those fights?
The first fight I lost, I fought a guy. I was meant to fight 58 kg in Russia, and when I got there, they put me a guy on 66 kg, so it was like two divisions up weight. I accepted the fight because at the time I was like 18 years old. I needed money. I was living in Brazil, and so I accepted the fight. I shouldn't have accepted, but I needed the money, and then I lost. That was a really bad loss for me, and then I decided I don't want to fight MMA at the time. And the second loss was when I was living in China. I by the time I didn't want to fight MMA anymore because I was really sad about the first loss, and but then also I need money in China as well, and they say, oh, you can fight MMA to make some money in Cologne fight, and then I say, okay. Then I fought MMA, but I wasn't training to fight MMA. In the time I was just fighting kickboxing. Then I lost again, and 1 year after, then my coach said like I could do really good MMA. Then I decided to come back, but when I made the decision, like I really like say now it's gonna be different. I'm really gonna put with the work I need to put on. Then I start to work on my wrestling, all those stuffs. And when I came back to fight MMA, I knew I was going to be something different, you know.
You're only 24. That's a scary thought. Just how good can you get in this sport?
I want to be the best of all times, man. That's my game. That's my plan, you know.
Do you have a message for John Lineker and Bibiano?
I just want to, they can't hide. They can't hide. I'm coming, man. And I'm coming strong.
You talked about wanting to fight John Lineker over Bibiano. He's hands of stone. I feel like you've got knees of granite. How would that fight go? Do you see that as a potential classic?
Yeah, like he got strong hands, so that's why the fight's gonna be entertaining because like people thinks he can knock out everybody, and I'm a striker, so I want to see if he can knock me out because I believe I can knock him out.
And you're predicting John Lineker to beat Bibiano Fernandez?
I believe so.
How's he going to do it?
I think he gonna knock him out.
Well, that would be fascinating. And I guess you'll be waiting. What a performance tonight. How do you go and celebrate a win like this? And are you going to be back soon?
So I'm going back to Thailand tomorrow, and then gonna meet my friends over there, and I'm very excited for that.
Are we going to be back in the circle soon? I know that they keep adding blockbuster fights to 1X. They've just added Aoki versus Sexyama. I feel like every week there's a new massive fight. It's quite soon. Is it too soon for you? Or are you tempted to say, guys,
I don't know, man. Like I just thought, you know, I just wanna like go home and enjoy a little bit, and then talk with Sayat, my manager, and then we will see.
absolutely well deserved. You're the man, Fabricio Andrade. Thank you very much.
Yeah.